Oh man, I finally got to play this one. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel, and today we are going to take a closer look at the expansion for one of my favorite dice rolling chucking games. It is called Role Player Fiends and Familiars. That's the correct yes. The box is a little bit different because it's a Kickstarter version. Let's get onto the table. Let me show you what's inside this box, and then we'll talk some more about it. Okay, let's see what comes in newest expansion for role player. As you can see, this is a Kickstarter version of the game, so I got this really nice big box to hold everything in, and the production of this box is absolutely stunning. So we need to talk about it a little bit. As you can see, these raised details, these like belts and buckles, and this role player thing, and these gems are all raised and have like a shiny effect on them. Absolutely gorgeous. And basically the box looks like a really big book, and it looks absolutely gorgeous if you ask me. I think this is like the most beautiful box I own currently. So yeah, let's check out what's inside this box. So first of all, we have Fiends and Familiars rulebook, which explains you all the new things and how to incorporate them, and some of the expansion stuff of the other expansions, monster and minions, how to insert those into the game. See, what this expansion brings is some new fiends and familiars, but it also brings some new monsters and minions for monsters and minions expansion, but you can play them without owning that. You need to own just the base game, which is really cool. So basically you get like two expansions in one, but you will want to have monsters and minions once you try it out. It's really great expansion. So first of all, you get some new characters. You get Sheki, and of course it has a female version on the other side. You get Saurians, you get new Wargan, I don't know how to pronounce this, and you get these penguins things over here. And first big thing that this expansion brings is these familiars. Not familiars, these are yes, these are familiars. The expansion is called Fiends and Familiars. So you get these things over here. As you can see, you will put them beside your board up here, and now you have your own familiar, and he will has a special ability that only he can use, that only you can use. You will get two of these, and you will choose which one you want to play with. There's nothing on the other side, so they're not double-sided or anything, and they have all kinds of various different abilities. This one says if you put dice on him, you can play intelligence or wisdom attribute action, and this one says that you can, if you place the dice over here, you may banish a fiend card, and fiends are very mischievous and they really bugger you throughout the game, so you can get rid of them. You can get rid of them in other ways. So there's ravens, there's like a rabbit with the horns, jackalope, there's some foxes, phoenixes, wolves, whatnot, all kinds of different animals. So weasels, yes, owls, snakes, whatnot. And you will get to play some more dice in this game now and have these familiars, and I absolutely adore this. So you get some more coins, some more tokens to track different stuff, but I have metal coins, so these are going in a box to be used somewhere else maybe. Okay, so the next new thing that you get in this expansion that you don't have in anything else, except of course you get some new these alignment cards. So you get some new alignment cards. And be aware, this is a Kickstarter version, so some of these you might not get. You might get less of these. I'm not really sure if they're Kickstarter exclusive, some of them are not. But yes, you get these fiends, these little pesky fiends, and you will put them on the cards, and when you select dice, some of the dice, you will get some of these cards, these fiends, and they will give you a slight headache. So yeah, for example, this one says, when you buy an armor card, you must pay double the normal cost. So unless you get rid of him, you must pay double cost for armor cards, and that's really they're really mischievous and they're really bugging you throughout the game. This one says your weapon cards have no effect, for example. As you can see, there's always like some bad stuff going to happen to you. When you complete an attribute row, gain 1 injury token. So yeah, these are all the fiends that will show up in the game and they will bother you. So next thing we have is monsters expansion. So monsters and minions expansion to be exact. And now you get some more new monsters in this game. Of course you get 2 versions. One is for a single player game and one is for 2 or more players. And yeah, you get more monsters that you can incorporate if you already have monsters and minions expansion, but if you don't have, you can incorporate these into your game and have a little taste of monsters and minions. Of course, those monsters and minions, they come with the cards, and these are hidden if you know how that expansion works. If you don't, these cards you will choose, there's 3 cards of each location, their version of attack, location and obstacle, and you will choose one of each, and you will have some other things. These are like things that you will need to overcome, or they will give you some bonuses. If you are aware of them, there is a way to find out what these cards are, but they are hidden throughout the game, so each monster has its own set of cards. Of course, you will be collecting some experience throughout the game, so you can get rid of all kinds of different things and buy dice at the end. These dice are used to fight monsters at the end of the game. These big guys, these monsters over here. And what else we have? Oh, okay. This we'll go through this last. Let me just quickly show you what you get here. Okay, so now you have cards with fiends on them, because depending how many players you are playing, some fiends will show up on those cards. And there is this call to adventure card, and you need to put this in a deck in a certain space, and until this card shows up you will have more dice to draft at the start of the game. And of course you get a bunch of new market cards, weapons, items, armors, all kinds of different things, these dudes that will help you out, these skill cards and trait cards and weapon cards and all kinds of different cards for the market. Of course, because there is monsters, there's going to be a minions too, so you get a bunch of minions to be with, so you can shuffle these with the minions from the minions and monsters expansion. Of course, each of the colors gets 1 more of these cards, so now you can be a magician or conjurer. These are like your race class, I'm not really sure. And of course there's these backstory cards, a lot more new backstory cards, so you can have like story around your guy and stuff like that. And I already showed you all these minions. And the new thing also that comes with this expansion, and then we are done, that's all, are these new dice. And these new dice, as you can see, they are double colored. So what it means is they are either, this one for example is either purple or white. And but the thing is, they are 2 colored, so you can use them however you want. You can say it's purple, it's white, it's really up to you. But they go from 1 pip to maximum of 4 pips. So these are worth from 1 to 4. So yeah, you have to be aware of that, because they have 2 colors, but they don't worth much of the points when you need to achieve some skills levels and stuff like that. And yeah, that's everything that comes in this great little expansion. So that was a role player, fiends and familiars. I know it does not says like that on the box, usually expansion, but because this is box to hold all the expansions, everything, and everything fits nicely, there's room for more stuff even in there. So yeah, once more, check it out. Absolutely gorgeous, stunning production. This box, only thing that it lacks is really good insert to keep all the components, everything inside. I'm really not sure why didn't they create an insert for it, but if I get my friend in my box on it, maybe he creates an insert for it, who knows. I'll try and talk to him about it. So yeah, new expansion It brings lots of new things, lots of cool new things, some not so cool, but still really interesting, really great stuff. First of all, familiars, not fiends, familiars. First of all, familiars. I absolutely adore that part of the game. Familiars are such a great addition to this game. I absolutely just love them. They give you so much new things that to go for with their special ability, the way they combo with all kinds of different characters now, or the sheer amount of characters and these familiars and combinations that can be done with them. It is just absolutely replay value is through the roof, and that is something that I really like. The game itself already had enough of a replay. Now it is just skyrocketing, if you ask me, and that is a big plus for me. Now the fiends, I find them like a little bit annoying, a little bit more annoying than they should be. Now, is that a problem? I don't think so. But the game itself is already enough brain thinking, like you're trying to make all these combinations, all these dice work. If I put this one here, I need it to be blue, I need to be white and red and whatnot. So you are already involved enough in a game, and you are trying to combine all these different things and thinking about monsters and minions, because of course I want to play with monsters and minions expansion. And now thinking about these little fiends, that they're really pesky, they really can bugger you, and you really need to get rid of them. They're really not hard to get rid of, but they are annoyance a little bit. So I'm really not sure if you're going to like that aspect of the game. I find it like not here, not there. So yeah, the inclusion of monsters and minions, at least part of the monsters and minions, you get these few cards for monsters and you get some of these minions. I find that really cool because you can now play with that expansion even if you don't have it. But if you get the monsters and minions expansion, you will get those awesome dice that are have like 8 or 9 on them and stuff like that. So yeah, overall, it expands game really good, except fiends. I don't like fiends that much, but I think it's an expansion worth getting just for familiars. Those familiars are absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, how everything plays now. There is some fiddling about setup and everything. Oh, I forgot completely to mention, because now there is even more cards in the market deck. The market deck now feels a little bit diluted. It already felt with the monsters and minions expansion. Now it's even more. So I'm really not sure how that works. But if you are like super into market and trying to get stuff from the market, the things might not even show up, because you do, of course, you do discard some of the cards, but there might be just things that you are after for discarded. So completing items to get the full amount of points is really hard now. But yeah, overall, I think it's a great expansion. I think it's really well deserved expansion. I absolutely love the box. Even though it was a pretty expensive empty box, but I love that I can keep everything in one box. So yeah, if you like role player, you will most definitely like this expansion. There's really nothing much to talk about. If you love role player, you have all the expansions for it, because it's a must. So yeah, that is that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please do think about supporting my channel through Patreon or affiliate links down in the description below. You can find all of those links. Yeah, please do join me next time, where I will be shooting myself into space and I will play board games in zero gravity. And until then, pozdrav.